Hey guys, welcome to my room. I've never shot a video in my room before, but my bed was made, it was nice and clean, so I said, hey, why not switch it up and come into my bedroom and talk about something very near and dear to my heart, and that is talking about letting go of the last 10 pounds. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, I have been very vocal about this last year and a half where I have struggled tremendously with weight gain, disordered eating and thinking, obsessing over my body and mourning the loss of my old body. It literally consumed my mind all the time. I knew it wasn't normal because I was thinking about it all the time. On any given day, my husband could walk into the room and find me crying. Be like, babe, what's wrong? Oh, look at my old pictures. I mean, it was not good. It wasn't good, and it wasn't me. That was the whole thing. I was never like this. And so I knew that something wasn't right up here, and I had to fix that. And I remember one of the first times going to my friends and just telling them my struggle. And to be honest, they couldn't relate to me. I was telling them how I was struggling. Like, I couldn't stick to any meal plan. I didn't want to do certain things. Like, I was stubborn. I was in this mental block. I just, like, all the things that used to work for me didn't anymore. And I was frustrated, and I was jumping from like meal plan to meal plan, like literally driving myself nuts. And I remember my friend telling me, well, what are you going to do about it? Like, how are you going to start to get the help? How are you going to start to change? And I remember telling her, well, first of all, I'm going to surrender this to God. I can't keep living like this with this obsession in my mind, constantly thinking about food and my body and being overweight. And I'm going to start there. And I remember praying so much, and what I would do in this process, because I'm now healed, you guys, I finally am free from this, these heavy mental chains that used to bind me down. They're gone. And I'm going to tell you the story about that and how it ties into letting go of the last 10 pounds. But I remember I would have to do things every single day. And one of the things I had to remind myself of and do all the time was remind myself when I wanted to start to diet again, or give it one last try to go all in and be perfect and stick to a meal plan and see where it takes my body. I would remind myself all the time, no, Lily, that's not what you want. I would remind myself that even 10 pounds ago, when I was 10 pounds less, I still was not happy with my body, and I still wanted to lose 10 more pounds. It was never enough. I look back on these pictures of me weighing, 135 pounds, which then I couldn't even be happy about that weight. I'm 5 feet tall, by the way, 5'1". In high school, I weighed 125. I've always been a thicker girl. My legs, my body carries all of my fat in the lower region of my body. And I was fixated on getting back to my high school age. I'm 41 years old. But high school weight was my goal. And so even when I was 10 pounds less, it wasn't enough. It was not enough. I was still not where I wanted to be. I still had to do more. There was no contentment. I still had fat and cellulite on my legs. I was certainly not a ripped, shredded girl that I would, think that I needed to be. I don't know what I thought I needed to be. Of course, I look back on my old pictures and think dang, I just want to get there. God, forgive me for, not appreciating that body. Just get me back there. Well, part of that whole thinking too was I just became obsessed with my old body then and just wanting to be back to where I was. But here's the thing, you guys, it was taking away my joy. I love my lifestyle. You guys know I'm a health and fitness coach. I work out at least 4 to 5 times a week. I eat really good. I enjoy myself on the weekends. I don't deprive myself. And to me, that's my lifestyle. Not being all in, totally perfect Monday through Friday, and the weekends. I was so used to all or nothing, even though I said I wasn't, but I really was, because it was so easy for me to eat good Monday through Thursday, because Friday, Saturday, Sunday rolled around, and it was as if I forgot everything I ever knew about nutrition, and just, I would forget about it, and then Monday would come and it's all right, I'm going to be perfect again. And that I did that for years, until this year I realized, you know what? Part of my lifestyle is enjoying myself on the weekend. Why am I going to, for the next 20 years of my life, go in and out, saying, okay, no, I'm going to be good for X amount of days. I'm no, I need to figure out how to make what I do on the weekends and on the weekday encompass that into that is my lifestyle. My lifestyle isn't, eating perfectly clean, 7 days a week. Like, I like to enjoy myself. I like to sit outside and watch the sunset, having chips and salsa with my husband. Like, that is my lifestyle. Will that lifestyle get me shredded? Will that lifestyle give me just in that body that I envisioned that maybe I could have? Maybe not. But I needed to be okay with that. So part of that was letting go of the idea of losing weight. Now, it's this whole process, guys, and I'm actually, now that I'm healed, I am working on something to help other women in a different way. I did start off reading the intuitive eating book. I started listening to podcasts that were like anti-diet, and I really resonated with them. I really connected with them because I'm like, I don't want to diet. I don't want to do another meal plan. Like, for what? To get good results, because this has happened to me before with all of my programs. I get good results, but then the weight just comes back when you go back to your normal lifestyle. So I'm like, I got to figure this out once and for all. Like, what is my lifestyle and where does that lead my body naturally? And I just have to be content with that. So part of letting go of the last 10 pounds, I needed to do it, guys, to bring back the joy that I had in my lifestyle, that I do love, that I am super proud of, that I would, teach to anybody, because it really is like a well-balanced lifestyle. And, wanting to shrink my body and be smaller and smaller was stealing my joy that I had in this lifestyle. And so part of the healing process was letting go of the idea of losing weight. And that was so hard, you guys, because I did want to lose weight. I did want my old body back, but I had to let it go. And so it was this constant, just let it go. You don't want to lose weight. I had to tell myself, take losing weight off the table. Once I did that, I would just move my body because it felt so good, because I love working out. I love lifting weights, and I would eat good. I did do a plant-based diet because that was part of my my healing. For me, this is what really helped me to heal, was to give myself full permission to eat whatever I wanted as long as it was plant-based. I did it for about 3 to 4 months, and plant-based did not work out for me. I never intended it to be forever, but I stopped it sooner than maybe I could have continued to go on, because it tore my stomach up. I don't know why, because I'm used to eating vegetables and eating good, but for some reason, eating, I don't know, the tofu, all the veggies, the fiber, it tore my stomach. I had stomach pain almost every night, horrible gas. It was not good for me. I did not feel my best on a vegan diet at all, where we were like, I feel amazing, my skin's clear. I didn't feel any of that. So don't come to me for the vegan advice. But I did love the food. I love cooking vegan foods. As a matter of fact, I usually have a vegan breakfast and lunch. And that's just kind of what I've settled into. But letting go of the last 10 pounds was what I needed to heal my relationship with my body and with food. Eating the plant-based foods brought me back into the kitchen and cooking amazing recipes, and I loved it so much. But anyways, this whole idea of it never being enough, I didn't want that anymore. I wanted to be content with my body. I didn't want to still feel like, oh, I still got another 10 pounds. I just wanted to be, and I really wanted to be content. And it was so hard, because how can you be content when you're still not perfect, when you still have flab on your legs? How could it happen? Girls, it can totally happen, because it all happens up here. I can tell you today that I literally do not think about my body the way that I used to. I'm not mourning over the loss of my old body. I'm not sad about being 10 pounds overweight from my normal weight. I literally wake up every day and I'm just like, what do I want to eat? Sweet or savory? I'm not counting calories. I'm not sticking to a meal plan. I'm just eating the foods that, based on all my years as a health and fitness coach, knowing my nutrition, I know how to eat good foods, and I'm like, what do I want to eat? And I eat those foods. If it includes fun foods, I'll have a little bit. There's no restriction. There's no dieting. There's no... and I could talk more. Comment below if you want to hear more about my intuitive eating journey and just where I'm at with that. But bottom line is, I let go of the idea of losing 10 pounds. And guess what? I'm still living a very active, and my eating has been very good, and my body might lose some weight. I mean, initially I did lose 8 pounds for my initial, and I haven't gone back to that. So there has been weight loss. But the attitude that I have now is if I lose weight, great. If I don't, that's okay too, because I'm so happy in my body and with who I am. I know that I'm so much more than my body. I have so much worth and so much to give, and I am so much more than my body. So I'm just so happy to share this, you guys. And I've definitely been through the whole journey of like being all gun-ho, following programs, like, you know, being strict, getting results, but then gaining it back. And I'm just done. I'm done with that. And anyways, if you feel like you're done too, I would just love to hear your thoughts on this. What do you feel about losing those last 10 pounds? Is it making you miserable? Do you want it to be different? I would love to share with you how it can be different. So if you just want to talk about it, if you relate to this video, comment below. You can also email me. I'll leave my email in the description box. But so happy that I can share this with you guys. Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Bye-bye.